Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about one of the biggest dangers I see in chess improvement and something that doesn't get talked about at all, which is misattribution of results. And I'll show you with the example of a student. So in my simplified chess improvement system, I saw a student posting this huge success story. You can see joining in January basically with a rating of 1700 on Lichess and then moving all the way up to somewhere 1950s, right? That's amazing, 250 points in 5 months. Now, I'm sharing this because there was a message alongside this that is very risky for the future of this student. So this was the message. I'm kind of highlighting just the two main things at the start and the end. I have been noticing that I got kind of loose on the plan. So the process is not great anymore. And mind you, this student has for 4 months pretty much followed his plan and done great work. And then goes on to explain why, and there have been a lot of things going on, and then mentioning I also struggled with puzzles as my score drastically dropped last week, so something is apparently going on, and then mentioning this, the huge success story. I attended today's weekly rapid Lichess team event with our team with 7 players, me being the weakest 7+0 player, but I got 75%, which is amazing, super happy. If you're watching this, congratulations. And won 2 games, drew 2 games. Okay, now comes the danger. I can't believe how well it went as I won against the 2300 guy. I maybe needed the pause from the plan. And this sentence was me like, oh, no, that's dangerous. Okay, why is this dangerous? Now, when I read this, what I hear is that the student took away from this is that pausing the plan helped improve his chess. And this is a very dangerous connection in our brain because our brain basically wants cause and effect to be very close to each other. So what the brain does is that this week I didn't really train well, and this week I played extremely well chess, right? I had extremely positive results. So not training equals good results. Now, this sounds, if you're thinking logically, well, that's not true, but that's happening also subconsciously. This is not happening without you realizing, but by writing this sentence, I feel like this happened for the student already a little bit. Now, the reality in chess is much more complex. Very often, the cause, so the training, is happening way before we see the effects, the results, okay? And this is what makes it tricky to actually understand what is really helping you improve, right? So the training of today it's not going to result in a result tomorrow. Very often it will result in a result in 4 weeks, in 8 weeks, in 10 weeks, right? And so it's super important that you focus on training the proper way and you don't attribute the results of a certain week with the training of that same week. Very often it will be the training of 4, 6, 8, 10 weeks prior to that. It happens actually quite frequently that you will train well, then maybe take a break. And taking a break is not a huge problem. I'm not saying that taking a break is the problem. The problem is then after the break you play and now you make the misattribution of, oh, taking a break was what I needed. No, your training helped you improve and taking a break was maybe helping you to lower the pressure on yourself so you played even better. But the improvement came from the training, not from the break, okay? And this happens in different direction as well. Let's say you're not doing proper training, okay, and you're stagnating. And then some people, they get into training the right way. And after 1 or 2 weeks, they kind of tell me, well, I trained well now. My results are still not great. This doesn't work. Well, the problem is you haven't trained long enough for this training to pay off. What you still see is that for so long, you didn't train well. And so your habits are wrong. Your calculation is not good. That can't be changed in 1 or 2 weeks, right? You can't change everything in 1 or 2 weeks. And that's why you need to stick to it long enough to focus on the process and then you will see results. And that's also one reason why I dislike clickbaity titles and huge promises so much, because when you see these clickbaits everywhere and you see this 30 days, this amount of points, right? Again, subconsciously, this doesn't happen consciously, it happens subconsciously. Your brain is going, okay, quick, input, quick results, okay? And when this doesn't happen, you kind of get confused and you don't allow yourself enough time of studying the proper way, of really putting in the work, of doing long-term improvement activities so that you get stuck eternally, or you do the right thing and you end up, buying an opening course 5 days before winning a lot of games. And you're like, oh yeah, buying an opening course, that's what helped. No. It wasn't the opening course, it was your training previously. And so just as an important takeaway from this short video, whenever you are not happy with your results and you try to understand the cause for these results, don't just look, what did I do this week or maybe the week before, but think about, okay, how have I been training chess for the last 1, 2, 3 months, and where could the problem lie, or where could the positive cause lie, and then double down if something worked, but really double down on the right things and not on the quick hacks, because those end up working.